The matter chop hot.
Assembly Diloto. Hey! Aye!
The part of Shatta Wale that so many people love is back. Yes, and I'm talking about his live sessions. Our Nigerian brothers will tell you, Shatta Wale is always angry. Well, I have some details. Shatta Wale has launched a new podcast channel. And I have some details here for you. My name is Roland Amante. You're welcome. This is live on Roland Report. If you're watching, and in fact, if this is your first time, make sure you subscribe and share your views in the comment section. Let me hear from you. Let me say big ups to Director Wolves, who is behind the camera today. Yeah, he's the one shooting me. Wolves says he's here there. Or no, now management. Now, fire. Make sure that, or also don't be reminded that Shagzy has got us covered, as well as Tete Kwashi Art Market is also in the mix supporting us on this particular episode. So,
Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today.
straight into the conversation. I am here to give you some, should I say, advantages or some good thing about Shatta Wale's podcast that he has launched in recent times. Yes, we all know that from the beginning of this year, after releasing a couple of songs, of which he released the African Mandiba, which is a tribute to the trip that he went for in Jamaica when he came back. To kickstart the new year, he released another dance song that is the Bentoa music, as so many people would call it, Jolese. And it is making waves in the space. And out of that, Shatta is back. You know, his usual live sessions. He came on live the first night, I think it was 2 days ago. I'm watching 12 Shatta Wale is live. And on that, so many people, up and down. He said so many things. Some were advice. Some also collected woto. But on top of the list, he came back the following day again. And it was also the same kind of process where he gave an advice to the young ones. He also said certain things that he was not happy about. He also talked about some industry conversations, of which some of them there, people chop them are modest. That one, it is very normal with Shatta Wale. But on top of the list is when he announced that he is also going to start his podcast channel. And people were like, hey, Shatta Wale going to start a podcast. And you see a woo. Yes, with content creators, he is not going to take food off your table. The Amopese Mudin Mubedi. Shatta Wale, the Omo Accra, you will still chop it. That one is understandable. But the name of his channel is the King's Palace Podcast. The King's Palace Podcast. And that is the name of Shatta's YouTube channel that will be hosting the podcast side or the conversation side of him. Now, when he's coming on live, you know, he introduced the live session. It's a Shatta that made, live, attractive. Yes, even up to this, some people are still not or do not even have the confidence or are still not able to do it and do it like the way Shatta would do it. And they want me at his own. But then, in between, some people usually come on live to come and say whatever they have to say. Some also takes to X to go and register whatever they want to tell their fans. It's understandable. But now Shatta has added steez to the live sessions. See how the banner now podcast my bakuchechi a beautiful setup. Then your J gift ni gum jigum. You see at the Facebook or there. Make sure say J you didn't choke upon a chow and sign about Facebook Live no. So those who are waiting for him to come on Facebook Live, the kind of gifts that the TikTokers are pouring on him there. No bon so kasasa na chabe shano. Once no be space na jata wa. Any Facebook jata bi anyho. Yeah, more jata bi ole jata bi anyho. But then some people are finding it weird to see an artist as big as Shatta Wale venturing into such an industry that is the podcast industry. Obi baba as you see your career has done some way and now you don't release, instead of you releasing music and now your fellow artists are going on top. They should go. When it comes to Shatta Wale and his music, it is just with a snap of a finger. And it is going like that. Those who love him for the music, he's released some form of it. He's released a couple of them. And if Shatta Wale can release it, Okroma say, why maybe to make keep track of Shatta Wale's releases. So that is there. But the conversational side of him is where others also love about him, and that is why now he wants to refine it. Some of them he would come live to come and say it. Others would also shoot on the King's Palace podcast, and he is going to release it on those channels. And I am here to give you some, of course, advantages. So to those who may not see the good side of that particular move, the first one is direct connection with his fans. He will tell you when he started or when he came back as Shatta Wale, one of the reasons or one of the things that Shatta did that gave him direct connection with his fans, of which some people even love him up to date, is that direct connection that the fans have with him. He created a WhatsApp group, and in that WhatsApp group, the whole Ghana family, Shatta movement families, everybody did that WhatsApp group. Shatta Wale's number was there. Somebody can call Shatta Wale Ahomachi. Hey, Wando, what's up? Good morning. Talk whatever they want to talk. And some of the fans had that connection like that. So this is just an upgrade of that particular connection, where how many times do you see people's favorites come and talk? And you will know that even when it comes to interviews, Charlie, going on interviews, for these celebrities to go on interviews, it not be joke. It not be joke if they should tell you how expensive it is, even for them to move from the comfort of their homes to even go for interview. Charlie, it is no joke. We may see it as, oh, address if you have your casa. But the kind of expense that is involved with them moving, so if he has a platform as this, which is his own, and he can intermittently come and share his view on industry matters like that, because we want these people to speak. They are the same people that are saying that, oh, and some pundits are spoiling the business because they are not saying the real things that are needed in the industry. So if we have the likes of Shatta opening avenues where they can also come and speak their mind on matters of the industry, because these are real industry practitioners, why not? The next one is the platform for industry insight. Definitely when he sits, he's not going to talk about agric. He's not going to talk about football. Even if he will talk about these areas, they will just be passing through comments. Most of the things that he is going to say would be industry stuff that he has gone through, stuff that he is practicing, because there's an active practitioner, just like the media person, just like the actor, just like the pundit, just like the presenter, any other person that also sees it fit to come on media platform to share their view. Now, we will not wait and see coming to your radio station near you before we log on to see or waiting to hear Shatta Wale speak. But now, we will be seeing updates whenever there is an issue and we want Shatta Wale to speak. You see, as I'm a flex, Nejuma be form kakra because I don't check camera. To be a 5 minute tour as a day. Now the artist is also coming to speak, and it is good. At least if not for anything at all, we have different experts in the entertainment fraternity who now have avenues, thanks to the internet, to now come and share industry insights. The third one is promotional hub for new projects. Yes, one of the advantages that Shatta has over other artists is how he promotes his new songs. Most of the times, and you blow on the internet before he releases it. Sometimes he even records when he's on live interacting with his fans. And even right after recording, fans now are already accustomed to the song. Until they also drop it, and then it is just flowing like that because they know the basis of the song. They are now into the song. So this is a simple avenue for him to use to promote his songs. And that is what he has been doing for the past. Now, people have the confidence to release snippets of their song. First, now, can you say, I said, the edico schedule. I said, but now, people have the confidence to release snippets of their song even before the release of it. And that is one advantage that Shatta is going to have with this King's Palace podcast. The fourth one will be control over narrative. And Charlie, this thing is one of the main stuff. Things happen in the industry and sometimes you would want the view of these people. Of course, I know no bit me actually cameras in him as an entertainer or as an industry person to come and share their views. But then sometimes, Obi to me punches and you would want Sarkodie to come and speak. But Sako there, offer a crown. We invited him interview uncle. And so where and how are you going to hear Sako there speak? And also I'm trying 2, 3 months, 4 months, be on your man, not the boy empowered. That would be the best reply that you can get. Best I will be one. But sometimes certain things are being said about some of these entertainers, and unfortunately, because they don't have platforms to speak, most of them do not have these platforms. It is either they will be waiting for interviews, they will be waiting for media houses to call them, and if these media houses don't call them, unfortunately, once a sound narrative, and you say, musician radio, shiwi pana musician radio, say, and the media houses can even gag these musicians from granting them interviews for them to also come and share their views. And if they don't, that narrative is now on them. When it comes to Shatta movements, now there's the King's Palace podcast and there's the Sami Flex TV. Oh boy, at least fire or left, some manager fire or right. So controlling the narrative is one that now the team has absolute control over. It is here that you cannot come and lie on Shatta Wale and go scot-free. You lie bad. This is what Malik Basintali will say. Activate all body cameras. The moment we say we are doing something, you come and say, oh, it is set, it is lie. Oh, boy. When we activate all body cameras, you go collect woto. Now, let me go to the next one. So controlling the narrative is one that will sanitize some of these misconceptions about these artists. And specifically now, I'm talking about Shatta Wale. Because if you think you have the platform, that is the radio station, the TV station, or even your podcast, now we get some. So to far left, so you better far right. Monetization and brand growth. Yeah. It was a Shatta Boa. It's content creators will be activating body cameras and here 5,000 men and 3,000 women. They will be chopping it left, right, center, and I say about like go and see the pieces online. Click. Me say me on TikTok 50k, 20k, 30k. Me say more did it na me internet so have me record the clip to me record. Na mo buffer me home. Yeah. Now Shatta is also growing his podcast. And if not for anything, you see, what if you're an entertainer? I always say that you need to find different avenues of making money. Yes, you may even be doing certain things or some sacrificial kind of service to somebody. But it should also be an avenue for you to build yourself and build your name. Whether you are getting cash direct or indirect, there is a form of payment anyway. And that form of payment may even be the person's name. As we work with celebrities, you know the number of people who they take the celebrities, their name, they chop. Guess. Obi similar. Say on madam for the celebrity we know, and the crown impono or the mepeke running. And the crown impono or the mepeke running. So when it comes to the monetization of some of these things, there are some artists that aside uploading their music on streaming platforms and DSPs and stuff, they don't have any other way of monetizing the fame that they hold. They don't have any other way. So when Shatta Wale comes out to say, I had this through music, some people see it as abstract. Some people see it as a long now Shatta Wale in the streams yes and kwana you see, it is not only about the stream. People love him or he has fame through music. But out of that music or that fame, he's been able to divert them into other branches. Into ambassadorial deals, and it is through this music. And your friend say endorsement deals, through this music. Some people would even gift him. Through music. Now he's creating avenues that now, aside him uploading his songs on DSPs, videos on DSPs, people will go and stream for him to make some level of income. Now, even his speech, his motivational messages, the prayers that I know Shatta has some Sunday prayers. That one I know. If you are very close to him, you know. And I know, say, this particular practice is going to go on the King's Palace podcast. So, if you are watching, well, I have for the advantages there, I have a tour list, but I would want us to just soak on these 5 ones and know the importance of some of our people doing some of these things. But in another vein, let's also understand that it is not everybody that can do this. It is not everybody. The fact that Shatta is opening a podcast channel doesn't mean that your artist or your favorite should also go and do so. No. It is better they also find avenues that work for them. Even if it is also another. You see, before Shatta even did this, one of the reasons why he partnered even with Flex Entertainment was the PR wing of it. Aside the managerial side, the PR wing is also another equally important factor which he considered before partnering with Flex Entertainment. So just that, you can also come and partner, or you can also find another media wing that you believe and trust that they can also do a proper PR work for you. So now, something may come around Shatta Wale. You know that you may not get Shatta Wale to speak to direct. For the past few weeks, Sammy Flex has been on one media platform to the other. Which artist manager does that? And our managers, I didn't know when you say Saturday managers, 1942 managers. No. Now, we live in a modern world where you take charge of the narrative and you control it. You don't leave it for people who feel pompous and think they are the epitome of wisdom to go and sit on platforms and tell you what to do in your life. Some of them may be good, but others utieswa. No, the other world. So these are just some 5 beautiful advantages of the King's Palace podcast that Shatta Wale has launched. He's dropped the first episode and it is on his page. Maybe intermittently I will, or we should go and let me just drop it, some snippets of it. Then after when you watch, then we come back, we wrap up.
When kings talk, kings listen, and queens pay attention, and they get submissive to the king's talk. But I just have one question for this segment where I create for myself. One question where I want to ask. This whole music industry in Ghana. And the question is, are you really aware of what you are doing? To the gatekeepers and those radio presenters and, those people where they call themselves like industry people. Are you really aware of what you are doing?
That is Shatta Wale for you. So this is just a snippet of it. I cannot play all the video. Go on there, go and subscribe and enjoy. And I know we are going to drop some sweet motivational messages. So yeah, don't go and listen to those motivational messages that catch us. So obviously, time waits for no man. The same person will come and tell you, be patient and wait for your time. Now, see anything. You see, time waits for no man. See anything. Obviously, catch us say, be patient and wait for your time. Please, say if you be confused with that, just go and subscribe to the King's Palace podcast and enjoy some good motivational messages from one Donny, the King himself. My name is Roland Amate. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
The matter chop hot. Assembly Diloto. Hey! Aye! Hey!